What's going on YouTube? It's the DFS Riddler coming back at you live with another MLB video, here to answer all of your questions and solve all of your DFS riddles for this Friday, July the 5th slate. Before we get started, guys, please take a moment to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the future MLB content that I'll be putting out. Hope you guys had an awesome 4th of July. Hope you had lots of good food and drinks and all that good shit. And hope you had really good luck on your DFS lineups. Mine were okay. I had one lineup that placed 48th in the solo shot. So overall, I ended up breaking even pretty much. So nothing too spectacular, but hey, not a real big loss or anything either. So it was a decent night. We do have another big slate coming up tomorrow for Friday's slate. I believe it's a 13-game slate on Draftkings. So we will go over that. There's a lot of good plays to go over. Before we do, just a couple things, guys. I am only 30 subscribers away from my goal, guys. So I've got 70 subscribers right now. I need 30 more, and I will be doing a $20 cash giveaway. Just a bonus to you guys for subscribing and following all of my videos. I really appreciate it, guys. So if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and you will automatically be entered into a $20 cash giveaway that I'm doing out of my own pocket. So like I said, just my token of appreciation for you guys subscribing. Also, I just want to go over Draft Dashboard real quick, guys. If you are new to this, what you're looking at right here is Draft Dashboard, one of the best fantasy tools and lineup optimizers that you can find out there, guys. We'll start off by going over what we're looking at right here. This is the MLB cheat sheet. Every single day, Draft Dashboard will put out a list of guys that are in really great spots. And this list is really nice if you haven't had any time to do research. It'll tell you who all the best plays on the slate are. It's got your locks, your top pitchers, your stud bats, your mid-range bats, your value bats. Best part about the MLB cheat sheet is the home run hitters list. This list right here will give you a list of all the players for the day that do have a high probability of getting you a home run. When you are trying to take down a really big GPP, you will need a lot of home runs, guys. So this list right here will tell you which guys to pick that will get you those home runs. So super important there. Next up, we'll go over the position optimizer. This is a really awesome tool, guys. It breaks down all the players on the slate by position, gives you a whole lot of statistics about each player. You've got like pitcher statistics like the ERA, their OPS that they give up, their average pitches that they pitch per game, their projected points. You've got projected ownership. It'll tell you how each player has fared in their last 5 games, as well as how well they have fared against the opposing team in their last 5 games. When you do go through the position optimizer, you can select different players that you want to include in your player pool. When you do have a player pool built, you can go over to the lineup optimizer, which is what I'll go over next. My favorite tool on Draft Dashboard. This lineup optimizer will create you a kick-ass lineup based on that player pool that you select. Once you do create that lineup, you do have the option to upgrade each player as need be to a higher Draft Dashboard ranking. This also has a mass lineup generator. It will help you generate anywhere from 10 to 100 lineups. So a really important tool if you like to do the 20 entry max contests. Last but not least, I'll go over the sleepers and studs option on Draft Dashboard. The sleepers and studs is going to be a tool that will have a list of all the players on the slate that will be $4,000 or less, that do have a high probability of making value at their price tag. This is super important, guys. If you are trying to fit, I was trying to get it to load up. I accidentally hit the wrong thing here. Here's the sleepers and studs. Really important when you're trying to fit in the high price bats on your in your lineup. You're going to have some value in there. So like I was saying, this list right here has a list of all the players that actually have a good probability of getting you a hit and getting value at their price tag. So I definitely check this out every single day when I'm building my core lineups, guys. But yeah, that's it for Draft Dashboard. If, like I said, if you are new to it or if you don't have it, you are missing out. It will help you win more money in your daily fantasy lineups, guys, and that is the point of this. We all want to win more money. So definitely give Draft Dashboard a try. All you got to do is click the link that's in the description of this YouTube video. It'll take you to where you need to go to give Draft Dashboard a shot, and it is only $1 for 30 days, guys. Definitely a worthwhile investment if you haven't tried it yet. All right, so for my picks for today, you're going to have to excuse me, guys. I'm a little bit sick, having a hard time breathing, so that's why I sound a little bit funky. But yeah, we'll jump right into it. For my SP1, we do have 3 top-tier pitching options today. We do have Clayton Kershaw, Justin Verlander, and Jacob deGrom, all priced over $10,000. Verlander is $12,000. I won't be getting to any Verlander today. He's too much. Clayton Kershaw is a little bit less than Jacob deGrom, but I'm going to go with deGrom just because Kershaw, he does have a matchup. He's a great pitcher, don't get me wrong. But he has a matchup with the Padres, who have a very high ISO against left-handed pitching. So Clayton Kershaw is in a spot where he could be giving up some home runs. So I am going to stay away from that, especially like I can go up to Jacob deGrom for a few $100 more. I believe Kershaw's at like 10.6 or 10.7. Jacob deGrom is at 11.3. So I do like Jacob deGrom here. He does get a really good matchup. He is up against the Philadelphia Phillies, who will roll out a very righty-heavy lineup. Jacob deGrom only gives up a 591 OPS versus righty batters. That is very good. There's a weighted OPS of 610 in this matchup. Like I said, Philadelphia Phillies expected to roll out 2 lefties, 6 righties, and 1 switch batter. deGrom is just an elite pitcher, guys. He's out of all the top tier pitchers that are over 10K. I would definitely go with deGrom out of those 3, and I love him for cash here. He only has a 3.32 ERA for the season. Very consistent. Usually puts up very consistent numbers. He's got a 17, a 23, a 35, 2, and a 24 in his last 5 games. So he did have one rough start. He does have that 41-point upside against Philly. So I really like the way he's pitching right now, and I like the matchup he has tomorrow, and I like Jacob deGrom against the Philadelphia Phillies. Next up for my SP2, I like to pair him with Julio Teheran. Teheran, however you say his name. This guy is only $6,600 pitching for the Atlanta Braves up against the Miami Marlins tomorrow, and we all know that the Miami Marlins stink. They're just not a very good baseball team offensively, don't hit for a lot of power. They do have that random game where they'll go off for 15 fucking runs, but I don't see it happening tomorrow against Julio Teheran. He's only given up 10 hits out of 60 plate appearances for a 167 batting average. He does only give up a 695 OPS to righty batters, and we all know this Miami Marlins team is a righty-heavy lineup. Pretty much all righties. They have like one lefty, which is like Curtis Granderson, and he sucks too. So they do not scare me against Julio Teheran at 6,600. Even though he's had a rough couple of starts in his last 3 outings, he does have good 25-point upside against Miami. And at 6,600, I'll be happy if he puts up 15 to 20. So if he can get us that 25 to 30 mark tomorrow, he's absolutely going to crush that price tag, and he's going to crush this slate also. So definitely don't sleep on Julio Teheran. He is my SP2. All right, so for the bats that I have for today, I've got 2 players from 3 different teams that I like to stack tomorrow that I'm going to highlight. So we'll start off with the Boston Red Sox. I like Mookie Betts. Shocker, right? He is one of the best hitters in the league. He's priced at $5,000 tomorrow. Gets a matchup against the Detroit Tigers. Juan Soto, left-handed pitcher. Sorry, well, I said Juan Soto. I'm thinking about the batter. Gregory Soto. um, he is not a good pitcher. He gives up 1,228 OPS versus righty batters. Mookie Betts has a 917 OPS versus lefty pitchers. This is a great matchup for Mookie tomorrow, guys. He's going to be definitely in a lot of my lineups. At $5,000 price tag does not scare me. He is absolutely worth every penny of it. Should crush tomorrow. He's got a 9, a 21, a 5, 11, and a 4 in his last 5 games. I expect good numbers from Mookie tomorrow, so definitely don't sleep on him. Get him in your lineups, guys. Next up, sticking with the same game, I am going to highlight JD Martinez for the exact same reasons. He has that great matchup for him up against Gregory Soto. Like I said, 1228 OPS versus righty batters, and we know that JD Martinez is one of the best hitters in the league. So I don't know how you can ignore this. He hits in the cleanup spot for the Boston Red Sox. We all know the Red Sox have the upside to go off for a shitload of runs any given day. And I think tomorrow will be the day against Detroit. They're going to put up a lot of runs, guys. So I am going to be stacking the Red Sox. I know I said it a couple of videos ago, a couple nights ago, and it did not work out. But I am going right back to the Red Sox tomorrow, guys. Their hitters are too good, especially when they have a matchup against a really bad pitcher like Gregory Soto. All right, so for my next team that I'm going to go over, we're going to go over the Pirates. Josh Bell, $5,600 if you want to roster Josh Bell tomorrow, guys, but he is worth it. This guy is an all-star. He is on fire, too, in his last 5 games. A couple games ago, he had that game where he had 3 home runs, put up 55 Draftkings points. He also has a 23 in there out of his last 5 games, his most recent. So this guy hits for a lot of power, get doubles, get you home runs. Just an absolute crush hitter. And he gets a matchup against Zach Davies tomorrow, who is giving up a shitload of runs lately, guys. Zach Davies just not the greatest pitcher. He does pitch better to righty batters, or switch batters, I'm sorry. 771 OPS versus switch. Josh Bell does hit the righty pitchers better than he does lefties when he's on the right side of the plate. Or I'm sorry, the left side of the plate. When he's batting left-handed, he has an 888 OPS, so I really do like that. 2 for 60 only with a single and a double against Davies, but like I said, this guy has been on fire. That $5,600 price tag does not scare me. He will be low owned tomorrow, guys. You don't want to miss out on the Pirates when they go off against Zach Davies. So definitely get some Pirates in your lineups, guys. Which brings me to my next pick, Adam Frazier, also for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Give you a little bit more value play here. He's only 4,200, guys. He'll probably, out of all the Pirates that are rostered, he'll be one of the lower owned just because he is projected to bat in the number 8 spot. But that doesn't scare me, guys. He's hitting very well. He's got double-digit fantasy points in his last 3 games that he's played, a 12 and 233s. So he's been absolutely crushing it. He has a 787 OPS versus righties. Zach Davies gives up an 829 OPS versus lefty batters. And against Davies, he does have a 1,059 OPS career. 7 for 17, 412 batting average. This dude has 4 singles, 2 doubles, and 1 triple against Davies. So he should have a good game tomorrow, guys. I really like. Definitely, if you're going to stack the Pirates, throw in Adam Frazier in there. He'll be one of the cheaper bats that you can get that have really high upside against Davies. All right, and so for the last team that I'm going to go over and highlight today is the Los Angeles Dodgers. They get a matchup against Eric Lauer tomorrow, lefty pitcher. And we know the Dodgers, they have just all-star hitters up and down the board in their lineup, guys. Cody Bellinger, he can hit lefties. He's a lefty that can just mash lefties all day long. They also have some righties that have power and hit for very good OPS versus lefty pitchers. Starting off with Chris Taylor. Chris Taylor is only $3,900 tomorrow, guys. Here's your value play. Chris Taylor does have an 848 OPS versus lefty batters, 2 for 10 against Lauer, 1 single and 1 home run. He does hit for power. He has been hitting pretty good lately. He's got a 3, a 12, a 9, a 0, and a 10 in his last 5 games. Good matchup tomorrow. Like I said, Lauer is not that great of a pitcher, mediocre at best, if you want to even give him mediocre. But he does struggle against righty batters, guys. Gives up walks, gives up hits, just gives up some power too. So I will be rostering these cheap right-handed bats in the Dodgers lineup tomorrow against Eric Lauer. Which brings me to my last pick of the night, guys. It's going to be Justin Turner for the Los Angeles Dodgers. He is also only $3,900. Nothing really needs to be said too much about Justin Turner. We all know that he is a phenomenal hitter overall. Carries a great batting average. 0, 6, a 2, a 21, and a 14 in his last 5 games. I see him coming back around and hitting one of those 14 or 21s tomorrow. Like I said, great matchup. He hits for 1,004 OPS versus lefty pitchers. So just too cheap. $3,900 is too cheap for him tomorrow. Definitely can get you a home run. He can hit for power. He can hit singles, doubles, triples. Like I said, Justin Turner is just a phenomenal hitter, guys. So Turner and Chris Taylor, those are my value picks for the day. Should be a really, really good slate, guys. I'll leave you with that. Let's kill it tomorrow. Let's crush it. Let's get these money bags. Until next video, DFS Riddler is out.